Welcome to the Comics Experiment right here at Comicstorian, where you can watch it live every Thursday at about 2 p.m. Eastern, right here at the Comicstorian Podcast Network on twitch.tv/Comicstorian. It's then uploaded to our Patreon, where you get the unedited podcast for your enjoyment. And then it's uploaded on to our YouTube channel, Comicstorian, where you get to watch and enjoy all of the insanity that happens within it. Right now, I just started it without Gary in the room to make sure that the video is going. It should already be going. In theory, I'm good to go. And today's episode is brought to you by our amazing Patreons at patreon.com/comicstorian, where you do get unedited access and early access. If you like this type of show and you want to make sure that it keeps going, please consider going to our Patreon and supporting us through that. Or you can check out today's sponsor. Right, darling?
Yeah, honey.
Thank you for getting the joke.
Because our sponsor today is Honey, where you can get honey for free when you go to joinhoney.com/RNBE. We'll tell you more about that in the middle of today's show.
Yes, and our other sponsor today is G Fuel, which right now they're running a code until the 15th. If you use the code COMICS at checkout, you can get 30% off of your G Fuel order, and it's how I have the energy to keep doing this stuff.
That's set up.
That was awful. You both should be ashamed of yourselves.
But seriously though, if you guys like this show and you want to see it keep going, please consider going to the
do.
sponsors or just going to our Patreon or subbing right here at the Twitch channel.
And Honey is great for the record. I use it whenever I shop
Actually,
online,
yeah,
so.
I use that one because it does get you. I do a lot of online shopping. It definitely helps out with that. Okay, I don't know about you, Andy, but I like to order something new online every day. So when it arrives at my house, I don't know what's showing up. It's like Christmas to myself.
That's what he does.
That's fair.
I'm pretty sure half the time he just has wish lists on Amazon that's just like, okay, I'm bored. This is my Monday. Random. I'm going to get a gift later.
I know, but I also
How
put
crazy
like...
would be if Amazon had a random
button? That would actually be pretty
Yeah,
cool.
like put in like a amount limit. Random.
I would do that all the time.
Awesome.
Yeah. The only problem I have with it is when I send myself socks and then I get the box and I'm like, oh. Or like a book.
See, I feel like...
Socks are always good for me for Christmas because I don't buy them on my own.
See, I was going to say, the older you get, the more enjoyment you get out of socks because you're like, thank God I lost my last 4. I've been on the same one with a hole in it.
Yeah.
But you can save money with Honey when you shop for socks online.
I like how you brought it back around.
Nice bring around.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
so today, for the Comics Experiment show, we're going to be discussing the Joker. And apparently you guys missed the news, which is awesome, because now we get to discuss it even more in depth. But we're going to look at alternate versions of the Joker.
All right.
Okay? But that's because they have announced that Robert Pattinson, or Patterson, what is it?
Pattinson. You had it right the first time.
Is going to have his own Joker.
Yes.
But not Heath Ledger, that Joker can't continue at all. But the other Joker from...
And I hate to be the one to break this to you.
Yeah,
It's only been like
something
8 years or
happened.
whatever it was.
But the Joaquin Phoenix
Yes.
Joker is also going to continue.
Yes.
Meaning that we are going to have two
Jared
Jokers.
Leto's not even mentioned.
He's done. We're going to have two Jokers in canon in the movie universe at the exact same time.
I don't think they're technically in canon, are they?
Their own timelines, though, is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Well,
it's
that's
two
not in canon, though.
Well, what canon do you want to refer to? Joker timeline
Well,
canon?
they're alternate Jokers. They're not both in canon.
Well, they're their own canons. Like, all we need is for...
They're in their own
all
canon.
we need is one... Well, I'm
it's a
technically
contest
right
of
on
who can
this.
get
I
most
suppose you are technically right.
The
All's
best
main-
kind of correct.
Okay, yeah, that is true. You got to figure out which one is the main universe one.
Yes.
Even DC doesn't know right now.
Well, yeah, but that's...
We have Snyder
Well,
versus...
it's-
Think about this. We have two versions of Batman coming out next year. And then we're going to have two versions of Joker coming out.
No, we have an old version of Batman coming out.
Right.
And a new version of Batman coming out.
Right, but they're both coming out the same year is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We have Ben Affleck redone.
Right.
Whatever. I'm going to be laughing so hard if they like get reshoots of him and he's put on a little bit of weight.
Little bit, yeah, he just doesn't quite look the
we go
same.
from ripped Batman to a little
Yeah.
pudgy Batman to a little ripped Batman.
Truly, Ben Affleck alone, he is a treasure.
He is. Oh, I love Ben Affleck. He's amazing. He's like Keanu Reeves. He can do no wrong.
Thank you. I don't know about that. I don't know if he's that far.
Keanu Reeves is that
Nobody's
far?
like Keanu Reeves.
Nobody. Except Keanu Reeves.
Not even Keanu Reeves.
I mean, Keanu Reeves is an immortal vampire from ancient times.
I mean, this is true.
Have you guys covered that on Mystery Cast yet? Our show that we do.
I
on
think we
Tales of Earth?
mentioned it, yeah.
We've
at
done
one point.
lookalikes
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff along those lines. Tales
Anyway,
of Earth.
continue. I don't mean to keep arguing with you. You're just incredibly wrong.
It's a podcast. Is what we do. Of all the shows you're allowed to argue with me on.
Let's be honest. The main canon is going to be which one makes more money.
That is true.
That's going to be how they decide they're going to go.
It's going to be Snyderverse again?
The main canon is going to be whatever one mixes with the other movies.
No, they'll move around.
That is true. Yeah,
They'll make it work.
So that's the first thing I want to talk about. What do you
Yes.
guys think about them having two Jokers in their own continuities at the same time, different movies coming out? Especially, let's just go ahead and assume Joaquin Phoenix is at some point going to imply a Batman in his universe. At some point.
Right.
I don't know
You had
if-
the origins of Batman at the end.
That's what I mean. I don't know if we'll
yeah.
ever get Batman and
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
like the Gotham show where Batman was in the last 10 minutes.
The only problem with that is because Joaquin, I don't think they ever state his age, but he's supposed to be like mid to late 30s.
Yeah.
Isn't he, in that movie? So by the time Batman comes around, he's going to be in like 70. You figure, okay, so you figure he's like 12 as a kid, although he looks a lot younger in that movie when Joker's doing the weird thing where he first of all, if anyone puts their fingers in your mouth, run away. But let's
Unless
say,
it's a
let's say
dentist.
he's
That's
like,
the only
that's
time
true.
it's
a
okay.
good point. All right, at your front door though, if some random
Yes.
dude does it.
The
Unless
gate to
they're
your
a
front
door-to-door
door.
dentist. You never
let's say
know,
he's
Andy.
10 years old, right? Let's just say 10.
Okay.
So if you go by the standard Batman timeline, which is about 25, is when he becomes Batman.
Yeah.
Right.
Not, guy in a black outfit just beating up criminals, but actual Batman. We're saying 25. That means Joker would be around late 40s, 50s.
I could still see
Are,
that.
are we having a
I
Joker
mean-
and son
Yeah,
situation?
that's what I'm saying. Like, he's going to be so old. He can't fight Batman that long.
Well, I mean, how many fist fights does Joker ever get in with Batman?
He gets into a few.
Right, but they never last super
Right.
long. To
Well, yeah.
it's still
It's
Joker.
still Batman.
For the record, Flashpoint would like to state, I'm gonna put a little caveat out there. Nobody go out to children and go, "It's okay, I'm a dentist."
That is also true. Yeah.
The only time that's okay is
let's-
at the dentist's
Let's
office.
let's have two caveats here. One, children, don't let people put their fingers in your mouth. Two, people, don't go out and try to put your fingers in children's mouths. It's weird.
You know what? Not even just the children. Don't put your fingers in
Anyone's
other people's
mouths.
mouths.
Yeah, it's strange.
It's only
Didn't
okay.
realize that
Dentist office
it's-
and dental
it's
school.
today's world where we got to put these warnings out.
So yeah,
What were
do
we
you,
talking about?
I don't
two
even
different
know.
Jokers in
Oh,
movies.
Jokers, yes.
Yes.
I think it's fine.
No, see, here's the problem I have though, because the general public gets confused even now. When's Batman showing up in the Avengers movie? That is a question General Karens have
cool
asked.
would
Did you
that
just
be?
say in the Avengers
Yeah.
movie?
Yes,
How-
Karens have asked that.
How cool would that be?
I'm using the term
Okay.
Karens.
out of nowhere, Batman. So,
Iron
Iron
Man's like, I need a new investor. Hello, I'm Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne. How far would your jaw drop?
I would pretty much
Will
no
it be-
longer have a jaw.
Will it be like Buried Alien? They'll be like, I'm Wayne Bruce.
Oh, that's stupid.
It would actually be Woos Brain.
Loose brain. Sorry. Yes. Keep going.
Do you think the general public can handle that?
Yeah. I think we have had many different things. Like, it may not be like both movies, but we have multiple flashes. We have the TV show. We have the older TV show. We've got we've had multiple in the same one. I think people at this point are used to things being strange like that.
Okay.
I think people would also understand the tonal difference, because I feel like adding Joker to a Batman movie is going to be a very different Joker than from the Joker movie. And I feel like that's going to be a big enough separation that the general public's not going to be like, wait, which Joker are you talking about? Are you talking about the one in the red suit or the one in the purple suit? Like that kind of thing. I feel
It really
like
bothered you,
It
didn't
really
it?
bothered
Yeah.
me.
I just remember talking about that one.
It'll
I do,
actually be
yeah.
the
Joker
start.
came out.
If they start off the movie and the Joker's in a red jacket and he spills grape juice on, and he's like, I actually kind of like that.
This looks a lot better. yeah.
That'd be fantastic. No, I think people are used to multiple things going on at the same time. That it's just kind of okay, that's just what it's going to be this time.
So
And if anything, people will just be confused when they come out of the movie.
right.
Wait, I thought Batman was supposed to be in this one.
Well, what I'm saying is, so do you think that we're at a point now with these movies? Because up until now, they've kind of catered to the lowest common denominator. They try to make it as common as easy to understand as possible. Look at the way the Marvel Universe works.
Right.
Easy to understand.
Although
right?
I would say Joker was not that way. But
No,
okay.
well, that's what I'm saying. Do you think we're entering into a realm where we're now at a point where, like, we don't care? you know what? We can have 3 Joker movies. They're all going to get $1 billion.
Well, at this point, I think DC has given up on the idea of a shared universe anyway. Now
I
it's
think
like
so.
a mildly shared universe.
well, they're like totally catering into the whole multiversal idea.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
mean, they had
So-
Ezra Miller show up on CW.
So at this point, I don't think they care. Now Marvel is like, no, everything is together, right? It does, even if there's some continuity errors, or it's just like comic books. There's always continuity errors, but it's all mixed. I think at this point, DC is just like, we're just trying to make movies that people want to see.
Yeah. I also think
Please.
considering I'll say very slightly political issues, I feel like leaving everything separated is just the smarter business sense right now.
I agree. Movies should just have their own trilogies: the Batman trilogy,
Yeah.
Superman trilogy. Things
You
like
can
that.
have
having
crossovers,
while
but not
having
a
the
joint
MCU
universe.
is cool. I mean, yeah, if DC never had another shared universe, it wouldn't really bother me. Yeah,
I agree with you on that one.
Yeah,
I do.
honestly, as long as it's a good movie, I don't care.
So they're just taking
Yeah,
the black
actually-
label approach to the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I think that's
Exactly.
and I actually like that approach in comic books better than the giant continuity that you can never go against. As long as you're telling good stories, I could give.
Do you think,
shit.
related to that, kind of a little off topic, but in topic, do you think that once they're done with the death metal, because with how well DC's is doing and Black Label's doing and all, do you think that DC's kind of going to, because they tried this a while ago, DCU, ignore continuity and just
Yes.
do stories. Do you think we're going to try it again after
I think-
death metal?
Everything should be Black Label.
I think if they do it, they should commit to it. Because that was the problem with
Yeah.
DCU was some were in their own, some were still crossing over. And
Yeah.
it created a confusion that you weren't sure what was an actual crossover or what was just Superman going, hey, we're going to use this Flash in a comic, even though right now he's technically dead.
Speaking
Heroes
of
in
Dead
Crisis.
Flash, the next issue of DC is about Wally West. So just throwing that out. That's on the cover. It's
You spoil it for me.
on the cover.
I haven't seen the cover, so you spoil it for me.
Well, you have to read it Tuesday mornings.
And now it's spoiled.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because we still technically
He
have
always does
Snyderverse, and by stating we're getting the Snyder cut,
They have said Henry Cavill's going to be is going to be Superman in something, not
Yep.
necessarily his own Superman
they
movie.
officially announced they've renegotiated with
Yeah,
him.
yeah, he is going to be Superman.
We already have Wonder Woman 2. Shazam implied it's still in the same universe that was already there.
Right.
Yep.
Robert-
Shazam did it well, though, because they included themselves without including themselves
Yeah, they were
by
like,
showing
Batman.
Superman, but not showing Superman.
Right.
And
Same
like
thing with the
although
Batarang.
Batman,
it was
the Batarang.
the costume though was pretty much the Henry Cavill.
It was,
Superman.
but I believe that was during the time of negotiating his contract,
Nope.
and they weren't sure.
he was busy doing something else.
Yeah,
He
he
just
was
couldn't
on
get
Witcher
to
was what
do
it was?
Yeah,
what
no,
it came
couldn't
down
get
to
do
is
it.
everyone thought he had left the Superman role because he wasn't in that role.
Yeah.
He was just on Witcher.
Yeah, he was in the middle of filming. He just
That would have been
literally
fantastic.
couldn't do it.
It wasn't actually Superman shows up. Geralt shows up to have dinner or
He's
lunch.
got long white
He's got
hair.
the wig.
That would be
He's like,
awesome.
I mean, I made the trip, but contractually, I can't take this
Yeah.
off.
I'm not allowed to. It's to digitally remove it. It looks even worse than his upper lip.
They just cut. The camera just cuts at his forehead. so they don't worry about it.
yeah. That's really weird. Why is the camera cut like that?
Or it's just his mouth.
Yeah. Hey, man, what's up?
I need to rewatch that show.
Witcher? It's so good.
Didn't they already film season 2?
They've started season 2.
And then Corona's hit.
The Rona. I bet Geralt could take him out.
The
If-
Corona?
I feel like of all
Is
people,
there a
that-
monster?
Yes, in the Witcher universe, I would not be
There
surprised.
is a monster causing the Rona.
It's from a
They call it
cave.
Rona.
They call it
The
Rona.
ancient Rona.
Ancient Rona.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
I saw a person in Final Fantasy 14. They named a character Kirona.
Well, that's more better.
So anyway, Joker's existing.
Yes.
Same time. You think
Yes.
it'll be fine?
Yeah,
Yes.
I
I
think,
think
fine.
Joaquin Phoenix could go, and we're gonna have some confusion, but with that, movies in general have stopped caring if you're
Yeah,
going to be
yeah.
confused by this.
I think it'll be okay. People have stopped caring, and it'll allow for some fun little Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Well, you got to keep in mind too. This is DC. They were the ones that were like, "There's one version of everything." So like, Arrowverse can't even mention Batman
And
because
then
That's
they were
true,
like, "We've
yeah,
got
yeah.
3 Jokers. Find out more in 2 years."
4 years.
Yeah, we're up to about 4 years
is it
now.
really?
Yeah, it's 4 years since they announced it.
Supposedly it's coming out this year.
This month.
Is it?
Yeah.
It actually came
And
out
it's Black
yesterday.
Label, which means this doesn't even have to be canon anymore.
No, well, what I think they're doing with Black Label is it's canon if it sells.
There you go. That's,
It actually
that's
was
probably
canon.
accurate.
Oh no,
was
no. The
originally
official
canon.
date they announced it in June. It will come out August 25th of
Yeah.
2020.
One.
They were showing off pages. It's actually done.
They put 20 and then a 2.
2020
and
X.
then just
A
like
question
a little
mark.
squiggly
Yeah.
mouth, so we can add an extra number in there if we want to.
So
Asterisk,
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
depending on
as
whether
long
or
as they're
not we
telling
care.
good stories, it doesn't matter to me if there's multiple Jokers out there.
okay.
I mean, I'm also been a comic book fan for 34 years, so I don't really. The idea of a multiverse doesn't confuse me.
I like the idea
I
of a
can have
multiverse.
multiple Jokers, and it doesn't bother me at
See,
all.
I've always liked
yeah.
the idea of a multiverse because that means we're not restricted by okay, what happened in this movie?
Yeah.
It has to relate to this.
And like I said, I would rather have a good story. I could care less if it's in canon as long as it's a good story.
As long as we eventually get an animated into the Jokerverse, I'm gonna be fine.
That would
with
be
it.
hilarious.
That would be fantastic.
But like on his world, he's a hero. And then he meets an evil version of the Joker, or just
would be
the
so
Joker.
good.
I guess it's not an evil version of the Joker; it's just the Joker.
Joker.
But yeah, how cool would that
That'd be such a fun
yeah, that would
movie.
actually be really cool.
That'd be
I
a
like
good
that.
movie.
Who would his Robin be? Because in the story where he has a
would be-
Robin, it's not.
It would be the Batman
Joker
who
has a
laughs
Robin?
version.
There's one during Rebirth, I want to say, when Batman was out of the city for Bane, City of Bane. There is a chapter where Joker decides
He's going to be Batman.
I'm Batman because there's no Batman.
He's done that before and other
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah,
You know what would be a
What's
good
with Bane and Joker? Just there's no Batman. I'll just be Batman.
they do have a weird obsession with
Joker.
Batman. Yeah.
They both do that, don't they?
Yeah, it's
Forever
weird.
Evil. Bane even put the cowl on. He's like,
He
"Man,
built
I'm
like
Batman."
a bat, like bat hoodie.
You know what would be a fun storyline I just thought of though would be if there was one where Red Hood came back during that Red Hood phase, did not actually have the memory of the Joker killing him, and he became the Robin to Joker, essentially.
There you go.
So
Written
it
by
was
Tom
Joker
King.
and then his little Red Hood.
Written by
Yeah.
Tom King. Actually, I could see
made
Red
the
Hood
joke.
being his Robin
Yeah.
if Joker was like the
Okay.
That'd be a
The
cool
vigilante.
story. You can take that, DC. That is not. I will not. kill
Let's
that
go down that
intellectual
route real
property.
fast. Hold on. I want everyone to, if you've ever read Year One, Frank Miller's Year One of
Yeah.
Batman, we'll go down that route. So it's Bruce Wayne, or we'll say it's Jack Napier. We'll go movie. We'll go 1989 Batman. It's Jack Napier. His parents have been killed. He's bleeding out in his mansion, and then goes, "Okay, father, I will become a clown." Like, what would be the jump? You could on it. You
No,
could.
you know what it is? You know what it is? I must become something to strike terror into the hearts of villains of Gotham. And what are people scared of?
Clowns.
They actually, instead of leaving, instead of just watching Zora, they just watched It.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, it's Pennywise. Or maybe like the circus was in town, so his parents were murdered by a clown. So he decided to adopt the persona to strike fear into his enemy.
be-
Would he
what he
still be
fears
like
most.
Would he still be like jumping around as a vigilante, or would he be like standing in the shadows like, "Hello,
No. I mean,
hello, Bane."
He'd go straight up into it. He had like Jack in the Box springs on his feet, so he could like spring through the city. He'd fire confetti at him. Oh yeah, it'd be a whole thing.
What would his Robin
This is actually
be?
just a character from
This could
Astro
be-
City. I'm
Oh,
not
is
gonna lie.
it?
Yeah.
It's
what?
He's called Jack in the Box.
I
It's a clown-based
I was
vigilante,
literally
yeah.
just about to say this should be a new character
it's-
named Jack in the
It's
Box.
essentially it is a character in Astro City. I've been reading a lot of Astro City lately, so
Isn't that the one about the robot? Little robot kid? Oh, it's Astro Boy.
As Astro Boy.
May have confused us.
a little bit.
And you know what else is confusing, Dan?
Portals.
Today's podcast is sponsored by Honey. If you're like me and you shop online a lot, saving money can be a major help, and that's where Honey comes in. Honey is a free online shopping tool that saves you money by automatically finding the best promo codes and coupons from all over the internet. Honey supports over 30,000 stores online and is adding more every single day. When you shop at any of these stores, such as Target, Macy's, Etsy, or DoorDash, to name a few, and you get to checkout, a little box will drop down, and all you have to do is click Apply Coupons. Give it a second to scan every single promo code on the internet and watch that price go down. I was able to save $15 on my DoorDash order the other night, bringing my $48 order down to just $33, and nothing tastes better than food that you saved money on. Not using Honey is literally passing up free money. It's free to use and installs in just minutes. Plus, it's now a part of the PayPal family. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/RNBE. That's joinhoney.com/RNBE.
Well, I'm closing the portal.
You didn't do
Why
it.
do
I don't know why my voice always changes.
Yeah, I was gonna say last
in
time
some
it was
way.
like a French accent you were doing it.
Oh, we close the flipper.
It's good. That was a nice
Yeah,
sometime.
you like it?
Oh, we're never going to get advertisers again.
I'm surprised we have them now.
Or we're gonna get so many more because they're gonna be like, I want to be in a portal. I want to be in a
true.
portal
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that guy.
That's true.
So I got a list here on Wiki, all the different alternate versions of Joker, which I'm shocked we never did on the channel.
I feel like we have.
I feel like we have as well.
We've looked at
but-
alternate like TV versions. This is all the comic versions.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think we've done this list.
All right.
Twitch chat will yell at me in a minute, and if that's the case, and this is a really short comics experiment because we don't have content because
We've definitely never redone this list.
We'll
We've done
find
this exact list.
find ways to make a show about Joker. We'll make a Joker equivalent for every other.
What if we
villain
all three of us
or
dressed up as
hero.
different Jokers?
I like it.
Yeah, then we'd be the three Jokers. We made it happen, DC.
And we'll
All
we'll tell
right.
you it'll happen, and then next year on the podcast you'll see it.
So the Wikipedia
Yes.
has them digitally. That's the name of the first one. They have them separated into possible futures and alternate universes.
Okay.
So
Okay.
possible futures, we have the original Batman Digital Justice. Why is my
that's
phone
you.
not silenced?
It's a good question.
Especially when it's just Epic 7. telling me that my
Consummate
energy is full and I should
professionals.
get back to it.
Oh my god.
Consummate professionals. Thank you, Gary.
I'm sorry. What professionals?
Consummate.
I
Consummate.
don't know what that means. Big words.
You guys don't. You're dumb.
You guys don't. You're correct.
You dumb.
You dumb.
You dumb.
Okay, so the first one's called Batman Digital Justice. It's a 1990 graphic novel, Batman Digital Justice. In
it?
this, the
You got a
Joker.
cover?
No.
Oh.
It's, in this one, the Joker
Probably right.
virus takes over the futuristic, technology-dependent Gotham City in the late 21st century and claims to
I've
be
ever
the
read this one.
reincarnation of its creator, the original Joker. Batman in this version is the grandson of Commissioner Gordon, and he stops the virus with the help of another AI, the Bat Computer, as programmed by the long-dead Bruce Wayne. That sounds like a really cool book we should look into.
I've never read
For
that one.
some
oddly
reason, it
enough.
just
or if
makes
I
me
have, I don't
think-
remember it.
This is deceased, but focused on the Joker.
I'm gonna look that up. Which one is it?
Batman Digital Justice. That actually sounds really good.
Justice.
Is it not good?
It was the 90s.
Is it
It could go
not
either
good?
way.
I could go either way.
It could go either way. Yeah, I've never read this one.
Digital Justice.
I've never read this one. No, I don't even recognize the cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
I've never seen this.
How interesting.
By Pepe Morano.
I don't know.
All right, well. In the Dark Knight universe, there are 3 different versions. The Joker has been catatonic since Batman's retirement, but regains consciousness after seeing the news story. That's the traditional Joker.
Yeah, yeah.
Puts the suit back on, starts the whole problem again.
Yep, starts murdering people.
Yeah.
Then kills himself.
Yeah. Now,
to frame Batman for it.
I like that you say it
frame-
so happily, and then kills
The
himself.
way he does it though is he breaks his own neck, and not like, oh, I'm gonna smash it against stuff. He like twists it until it snaps. I don't even know how you physically do that.
Comics.
You're the Joker.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
In the sequel, Dark Knight Returns, a man resembling the Joker with supernatural powers and a healing factor kills numerous superheroes under the orders of Lex Luthor to foil Batman's superhero revolution against Luthor's dictatorial regime. Despite his appearance, several superheroes insist that he cannot be the deceased Joker. In the climax, it's revealed to be Dick Grayson.
What?
Yeah, it was Dick Grayson as that one. An all-star Batman and Robin, the Boy
Wait, hold
Wonder.
on. Wait, Dick Grayson had a healing factor?
He was experimented on.
That whole. It's best not to mention that series.
So
Yeah.
So Dick Grayson had been fired and abandoned by Batman for many years.
No, he's gonna mention.
I'm just all I got. There's something else in here.
it's-
I can't remember what he
That
got
sequel
experimented
was
on, didn't he?
so bad.
It was.
It was so bad.
Especially so. Anyway, in the All-Star Batman and Robin the Boy Wonder prequel to this series,
Also bad.
the Joker is revealed to be the man responsible for the death of Grayson's parents, having hired Jacoboy Vanzetti
I can't see it.
Yeah.
to murder them in the circus act.
Just you saying stuff is no help.
And in the one-shot Dark Knight Returns, The Last Crusade, the Joker is revealed to be responsible for the death of Jason Todd by having ordered his men to brutally beat the new Robin to death in retaliation for his last defeat by the dynamic duo. So he's all over the Dark Knight Returns universe and
I
Andy's
actually never
favorite
read.
version of Dick Grayson ever.
The All-Star Batman is the one where they coined "I'm the goddamn Batman."
It's also where
One
he
of
had
the
a
best
roommate of yellow
lines.
to stop the Green Lantern.
Yes.
And slept with Black Canary after burning some criminals alive in costume. Because you don't take off the costume. That'd be weird.
Leave the
And
cowl
that series
on.
never even got finished, did it?
No, it was supposed to be an ongoing, and it just turned into it was doing so badly they just finished it in the 6 issues it was or something like that.
In the Flashpoint universe, Martha Wayne is the Joker.
That's a cool.
I think that's one of my
That's a cool
favorites.
one.
Yeah, that's one of
I
the
like
cooler
them.
ones. After Bruce Wayne is shot and killed by Joe Chill, Martha is unable to cope with the loss, and she cuts open her cheeks to create a fox smile, which is apparently a
Faux
smile. But
faux
it's a
smile.
real
It's like,
thing.
what's a fox smile?
It's like you get a tail.
She's like, now I'm a fox. Have you ever heard of fox that make really weird
Oh
noises?
yeah. There's a reason. There's a song. What does the fox say?
yeah.
All right, so now we're in the alternate universes,
They
not
laugh.
the futures.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know how that's a future. Possible future is her becoming. That's not a possible.
Well, I mean, Flashpoint is a
technically a
possible
timeline.
future of
Yeah.
the DC Comics.
no, it's not. No.
Yeah, it is.
I
Tom
think
Swain
that
becomes a
one-
gun-wielding Batman. It was actually pretty cool
It was
until they ruined him with Tom King.
So in Earth 2, the Joker in the post-Earth 2 is depicted as an old man, frail and wheelchair-bound. After
This
the
will
time-
be Joaquin Phoenix's when he meets.
He'll be wheelchair.
Yeah, he'll be wheelchair bound by the time he meets Batman.
after a lifetime of exposure to deadly chemicals, and ironically unable to laugh without hurting himself. After disfiguring the
I'm there
Huntress's
too.
boyfriend Harry Sims in an attempt to create the replacement for the deceased Two-Face, he's tracked down by the vengeful heroine. The Joker then attempts to kill the Huntress with a lethal joy buzzer, but the attack is intercepted by Power Girl, and the Joker himself is electrocuted as a result. I don't remember that version.
If this is a new 52's version of Earth 2, I do remember it. It was in their World's Finest comic.
It says
It
the
was like-
post 52.
So new 52.
Yeah, that would have to be new with the two. Yeah.
Post means
What?
after. Pre means before.
I wasn't sure if it was post New 52.
Yeah.
And they just
If it
shortened
says post 52, then yeah, it's basically they did their World's Finest, which their zero issue.
Yeah.
I don't
went
know why
back to
they
Earth
would
2.
call it post 52 instead of New 52,
Yeah, it was
which
weird.
everyone knows it
It'd be
as.
funny if that was what they called it though. Post 52.
I feel like the next one we're going to get is going to be the newer 52.
So in the newer
Newest.
52,
52.
in the newer 52,
Or Rebirth, as we call it.
now Earth 3, the Joker of Earth 3 is a hero operating under the alias of the Jokester.
Yep.
First appearing in Countdown 32, he's the nemesis of Owlman, the villainous version of Batman. Jokester and his daughter, Dula Dent, are killed by the rogue Monitor Solomon. Dula Dent, she shows up in the main timeline too, doesn't she?
Yeah, thinking she's a daughter of the Joker from a multiverse. So, yeah, kind of works.
Joker's daughter. She was great until they revealed her story, and then you're like, oh,
Yeah.
that's not cool.
There have been several Joker's daughters throughout
Yeah.
DC's history. Most of them are insane.
I like Joker's daughter just because that was the very first video I edited for Comicstorian.
Earth 9, the Joker of Earth 9 and DC Comics imprint Tangent Comics is a female hero who uses her array of jokes and comical devices to mock the evil tyrant Superman's authority. She first appears in Tangent Comics The Joker, #1. The Joker is actually 3 women, student Mary Marvel, entrepreneur Christy Xanadu, and reporter Lori Lamiris, all of whom take turns wearing the costume. Mary is captured by Tangent Superman and tortured into revealing the identities of the other two before he kills her. Lamiris is then sent to prison, and Christina's fate is left unknown.
I've never heard of this one
Shit,
either.
Cool.
Yeah, it's
Lamiris
cool
is
design.
later re-offered the Joker mantle, but instead chooses to take up that of her fallen comrade, Manhunter.
It's actually a pretty cool costume design, too.
Is it?
Yeah. I should kind of like that.
I've never
it's
read
it's
that.
a
I've
good
never heard of
combo
that.
of Harley
I've-
Quinn and
yeah.
Joker.
I haven't read very much of the Tangent Universe at all.
I don't honestly remember
never
it
heard
at all,
of it.
yeah.
The Tangent Universe is the one made by Stan Lee, I thought. Isn't it?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I thought that was his little imprint they did for a little while, right after he got out of Marvel.
No.
Tangent Universe imprint. Oh, ideas from Dan Jurgens. Okay, yeah. So what is the Tangent?
It's exhausting being right all the time. You guys don't have to worry about it, though. Don't worry.
What was the name of the Stan Lee's
definitely
DC
don't.
Universe?
I think it was Imagine. Stanley Imagines or something like that.
It was not good.
It was weird. Yeah, it was truly weird.
It was an example of why he should stay to Marvel. Or was
no,
it,
it was
actually
just everything.
not
It was
weird?
because most of Stan Lee's creations came from like the 40s and 50s.
Yeah.
when they would have worked, but like a modern retelling with like that kind of
Oh, yeah, I could see
sensibility,
that.
it just didn't really work very
I
well.
mean, if you don't know this, believe it was his.
Wait, when did the Stanley one happen? Like, how old was Stanley at the time?
Oh,
Do you
that-
know? by
it was like
chance?
early 2000s. It happened.
Yeah, it would have
okay,
been.
yeah,
I think it was
yeah.
right
I was-
after Marvel
oh,
kind of
okay.
bankrupt and did
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I was picturing like back in the 70s.
No,
or
no, no.
something.
That's
That's
why
why
it
I
might
was
have been
like,
cool. Yeah, like Golden Age or Silver Age style.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. See, a lot of people don't remember this, but right after, Stan Lee left Marvel after the bankruptcy or during the bankruptcy,
Something
kinda,
like that,
somewhere in there, a time frame. And after doing the DC stuff, he then created Stan Lee's Stripperella, starring Pamela Anderson.
I remember that series. I was like 15. I think it was awesome.
What I love about this, and I love Stan Lee, I do. I think he's an amazing man.
I just remember one episode she wrote a giant vibrating banana.
He's not. But what people don't remember is that he is an old man. Well, he was an old man
hilarious.
from the 50s
Yeah,
time
yeah,
frame.
Yeah.
So a lot of his sensibilities.
He
little
was
different.
Hugh Hefner of the comic industry.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, he went. So he went on to do Stripperella, which was a television series, by the way, too.
Yeah, it was on MTV.
I was going to say that I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that's probably where Futurama got Clobberella.
Oh yeah,
Inspiration.
definitely. Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah.
It ran for one season, 13 episodes.
It was awesome.
Because it looks just like Clobberella, actually.
Pamela Anderson,
Erotica's
she was
workplace, Tenderloins.
Yeah,
That was one of the reoccurring characters.
Oh, my God.
The main competition to Tenderloins is Silicones,
Yeah.
a strip club owned by
It was
Dirk
the early
McMahon.
2000s, everybody. All right. The mindset was different.
By
all right?
Vince
I did not
McMahon.
know this, but Dirk McMahon was voiced by Vince McMahon.
I didn't know that either, actually.
This is fantastic. This just gets better and better.
Yeah, no.
Imagine
it's-
if somebody came out with that series now.
It'd be fantastic.
like he got everyone
It'd be-
involved.
It'd just be on like
It'd
Adult
be
Swim.
top
He-
10 Netflix.
Yeah, yeah.
He got everyone involved that would make a thing called Stripperella viable.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he got Mark Hamill in it as well.
Did he?
Yeah.
Where?
He had to
Third
play
down.
some sort of villain. If he wasn't a joke on the Joker.
Kid Rock was in
Kid
it.
Rock was in it.
I mean, if you get, that's actually probably the least surprising of that entire cast list.
Oh, God.
oh, these rabbit holes we go down. All right, moving on. Earth 16 is a alternate universe where the children of the metahumans and villains are forced into an apparent retirement due to the efficiency of Superman's robots. Amongst these individuals is Dula Dent, the Joker's daughter, friends with Alexis Luthor, daughter of Lex Luthor. Earth 23
Weren't really
is the...
struggling with the name
What?
Alexis Luthor.
Well, let's be honest, though. Of all people, Lex Luthor
That
would
who would
definitely
name-
their
yeah.
child
Yeah, that's a
almost
good point.
identically to his.
I wanted to call you Lex Jr., but it was frowned upon.
I went for Alexandra, but people were like, no. People will
Still on the nose. Earth 23 is the Batman Brave and the Bold universe, where the character operates as the hero of the Red Hood, escaping the clutches of the villainous Batman counterpart, Owlman. I did not know about that one at all. In Superman Batman 2008, the super deformed version of the Justice League and villains, Joker among them, appear in Superman Batman number 51 and 52. Grant Morrison's 2014-15 miniseries, The Multiversity, this alternate universe is designated Earth 42. It's the little short versions, I think.
Yeah.
Little chibi guys. Then we have
Not the
Bloodstorm,
chibi.
where the Joker is like insane trying to fight Vampire Batman.
Obviously.
Yep. We have The Darkest Night, where there's a Joker Two-Face analog character created when Sinestro absorbs the mind of Joe Chill, driving him insane and resulting in his taking on the Joker's iconic purple suit and warped sense of humor.
It's kind of a weird one, but okay.
Sounds
we have-
like a very dark timeline where Sinestro becomes the Joker.
I think that's the one where Bruce Wayne gets the Green Lantern.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then that's what I
Okay.
said. I think I was talking about it in one other issue or one other episode where my only issue with Elseworlds is when they combine heroes, they have to combine everything else.
Oh, yeah.
So they're like, well, if Batman becomes Green Lantern, then obviously Sinestro becomes the Joker. If you can't follow my logic there, we're not even.
Would have been
talking
way
about
better
Green
if they're like, all right, so Batman's a Green Lantern and Joker is an Orange Lantern.
Lantern. Yeah, that
Just-
would be hilarious, actually.
He just wants everything in Gotham.
The best was
Actually,
when
that'd be
Lex
really
became
good
an Orange Lantern.
I could see that.
I could definitely
That makes
see
a lot
that.
of sense.
It was at the end of the Brightest Day.
Yeah.
They all like all
yeah.
all the people who had gained extra rings. He lost the orange ring and then went on a journey to try and get it back.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Good old Larfleeze.
Whatever happened to Larfleeze? Where is he in comics? Like when Grant Morrison
in
took
his
over
own
on
circle.
Green Lantern, like everything outside of Green Lanterns is gone.
He's in his own planet and no one bugs him.
He's still got tons of those Orange Lantern
Yeah.
rings, and he's just sitting on a pile of them.
Atrocity isn't anywhere anymore, right? We haven't seen him.
We have the kitty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Dexter showed up.
Yeah, Dexter is still around, but we have no confirmation on any other Lantern Corps at all.
I was gonna say there's no Indigo Lanterns, there's no Yellow Lanterns. We haven't seen them in a while. We haven't
seen Blue Lanterns.
As far as we know, Saint Walker's just dead. He had hope until the end.
They're
Saint
all
ain't
doing
walking.
stuff in the universe. Stop asking questions.
Saint no longer walking.
Basically,
Yeah.
what DC says.
Leatherwing. The Joker is represented as the Laughing Man, a deformed and insane pirate captain of the ship.
That's
I'm not even
when
gonna
he
try.
was a pirate.
Pescador.
That's when
Pescador.
Batman was a pirate.
Yeah.
This sounds like an amazing universe.
Batman knows. Andy, do me a favor. Write up Leatherwing next week. We're gonna do Batman Pirate or Pirate Batman. It's gonna clickbait as hell.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
There's
Batman
a pirate
knows
Catwoman in there too.
Yeah.
I used to have that issue. I don't have it anymore.
We can also do Batman Nosferatu, where the Joker appears as the Laughing Man, a monstrous cyborg created by the experiments of the depraved Dr. Arkham to use him as an assassin. The version of Joker ironically ends up creating this world's Batman after an assassination attempt on Bruce Wayne's counterpart.
What?
Yep.
Okay.
So, Andy, all list of these, I just want...
Do you just want Elseworlds versions of Batman and Joker?
Yeah.
That's all they are.
Batman Two-Faces, the Joker is not an independent entity, but a shared identity created when a potion created by Bruce Wayne to give himself superhuman strength also creates a new personality.
Yeah.
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. That's what that one is.
That's literally just
Bruce
Dr. Batman and Mr. Joker.
Gotham by Gaslight, the Joker cameos as a serial killer who, having married and poisoned at least 10 women. Okay, if we're the 10th woman.
He's supposed to be like Jack the Ripper.
Yeah, but after not... Oh, Joker, you're going to be the greatest husband ever. I'm
Listen,
ignoring the 10 other wives.
Let's be honest.
You want to
let's
give
be-
your significant other the benefit of the doubt, but maybe stop that after number 7.
I don't know. I feel like some of them were probably like, you know what? I can change him.
Yeah.
I can fix him.
I mean, I'm wife number 10, but I can fix it.
People love a challenge.
Yeah.
In JLA, the Nail, which is when Superman's an Amish guy.
Love it.
That's the Nail, isn't it? That's the one who's
Yeah,
Amish?
yeah.
That sounds like he's
Well, you
probably
don't
got the
discover
best
he's
bat
Amish
belt.
until the end, but yes.
Right, so what's there's a nail that Mr. Rex Monpa Kent.
Yeah, they get a flat tire so they don't find the rocket ship.
Right.
And it's found by Amish people.
Yeah. And so the DC universe moves on without Superman.
Yeah.
Only to discover that he's just an Amish boy.
Yeah, at the very end, he shows up.
That's fantastic.
He shows up in overalls, a white shirt, and like a straw hat.
He's not even joking.
And it's just like, by the way, I have superpowers.
So we're also going to do the Nail. Okay.
Okay.
Tower of Babel's going to
Pretty sure I got that graphic novel on my...
Just get a link to this wiki.
I know, yeah. Just send me this.
Okay, yeah. I probably should at this point. And he's like, what am I working on this week? Hold on, let me pull up this wiki.
I'm not doing them all next week.
All in one week.
Good Lord.
Actually, we need them by Tuesday.
That's fair.
But you can't start till Monday.
And we still need Deceased and Death Metal
Right,
on
of
Tuesday.
course. Yeah. That makes perfect sense.
Batman Superman Generations, a what if story that we have sitting on the channel right now, which will eventually come out.
Still got one issue to do. Oh, I got one issue to write, I should say.
Yeah, but I'm saying like
they've been there, yeah.
they've been sitting there for a while now. It's a mini series that shows the DC characters aging in real time. In 1969, the now elderly Joker secretly escapes Arkham Asylum and poses as Joker Jr., claiming to be the original's protege. The Joker kills the second Batman, an adult Dick Grayson, before revealing his true identity to the police as he gloats how he finally killed Batman. But Bruce Jr., Bruce Wayne's son and Grayson's Robin, manages to switch costumes with his mentor to create the impression that Joker killed Robin rather than Batman. In 1975, Grayson's spirit then attacks the Joker in an attempt to kill him, but the spirit of the deceased Alfred Pennyworth convinces Grayson to pass on as the Joker can be no threat to anyone. Learning that his enemy is about to die of old age, the now retired Bruce Wayne then dons the cape and cowl for a final visit to the Joker's deathbed.
So I just want to
I
make
don't
sure.
think I finished that series because I have not hit that part yet.
Did that
Ghost
just
Dick Grayson.
I was gonna say you kill people off, and instead of coming up with new people, you just bring them back from the dead as ghosts and spirits. Like what?
Well, so the ghost of Alfred does show up. Bruce just thinks he's hallucinating, and Alfred is trying to explain to him that he's not. But obviously, if your hallucination is explained to you that you're not hallucinating, you're not going to believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see the problem. Superman Speeding Bullets is the Elseworlds story where Kal-El
I
was
do have this book on my shelf.
was adopted by Thomas Wayne and Martha and raised as Booth Wayne.
Booth Wayne.
When Booth Wayne's parents are killed, he becomes the ruthless vigilante Batman. Batman's nemesis is Lex Luthor, who in this reality is injured by the same type of chemical accident that created the main universe Joker.
Because that's how Elseworlds work.
And he becomes the Joker.
Yeah.
And Thrill Killer.
It's like straight up like 1989 Batman Joker, though. It's like that over the top.
Oh, really?
Yeah, everything is joke related or clown related.
Thrill Killer and Thrill Killer 62 is an Elseworlds mini-series. The Joker is gangster Bianca Steeplechase and the nemesis of Batgirl and Robin. Steeplechase poisons Robin and masquerades as the mayor's wife, abducting and torturing Bruce Wayne, and is in a lesbian relationship with Earth 37's Harley Quinn. Bianca is then killed by Batgirl drowning in the river.
What?
I haven't read that series, but I need to.
I know, seriously. Batman Damned The Joker's death is the center of the story. The circumstances are left unclear, though it occurred after a confrontation with Batman that led to both of them tumbling over a bridge. The Joker's body is later discovered by the police having washed up on the shore, while Batman is severely injured and disoriented. Harley Quinn completely snaps, performing surgery on herself to resemble the Joker before leading his henchmen on a revenge mission. Doesn't it end with the Joker's fine, though?
No, it kind of ends ambiguously. You're not sure if Batman died or if the Joker survives or what. They don't actually explain it.
Yeah. And then a few more Amalgam comics. We have Hyena. Which was Joker and Sabretooth.
The best combination you can do.
In Batman meets Judge Dredd, the Joker character is a member of the Dark Judges.
I could see that. That makes sense.
We need to do that comic as well.
I wonder, they should just do a mixture of Judge Dredd and Batman where Batman is the judge.
That'd be good.
In the timeline Batman Beyond, Return of the
Judge
Joker.
Dredd helmet with bat ears.
Yeah.
I like it.
In the Batman Beyond universe, Return of the Joker, Joker is deceased. But in the Justice League Beyond arc Flash Drive, his corpse appears in a flashback set immediately after his death at the hands of Tim Drake in Return of the Joker, being buried beneath Arkham Asylum by Batman and James Gordon. The Joker's death is shown to be the catalyst for Barbara Gordon's retirement as Batgirl.
Makes sense.
And the Captain Carrot in the Amazing Zoo Crew universe.
Yep. The darkest version of Joker is this one right here.
Captain Carrot and the Zoo Crew eventually discover that the characters in Rodney's comics are actually live in Earthsea minus another universe. They're the Porker, the pig analog of the Joker, is the nemesis of Batmouse.
Why? That's a weird one. Why are a pig and a mouse?
Now
fighting?
you're questioning
Yeah,
this?
yeah. No, this one doesn't make any sense to me. A mouse and a pig are not natural enemies.
I was gonna say, I've
Doesn't
never
make any
heard of
sense.
mice being afraid of pigs,
Or vice versa. Yeah.
If it was like a Tom and Jerry situation,
Yeah,
that
like
would
why
make
isn't one a
sense.
cat and one is a mouse? That would have made more sense.
Do you want to
Then
get
you're-
more
Then
confused?
you're leaning into the. Is that supposed to be Batman?
That's the Batmouse, Porker.
And
And
Robin
a
is an
little
actual bird.
Robin.
Yeah. Which that makes sense.
It's actually
A blue
Robin
jay.
is a
It's a blue
Nobody's green.
Yeah.
He's a green jay.
He's
the green jay.
Yeah. Maybe that's just the bad coloring.
That could be.
It doesn't make any sense though. I'm just saying.
All right, so in the 2008 novel The Joker, it's just focusing on the character as a realistic version of the Joker. We've done that one before. Planetary Batman shows the Joker as a field agent for Planetary named Jasper, working under Richard Grayson. He's apparently harmless and has a habit of giggling when he's nervous. Elijah Snow mentions not liking the way that Jasper keeps hugging himself when looking at pictures of homicides.
What?
That is an awesome series.
Is
For
it? I've never heard of that.
Those have never read Planetary. It is so
What is it
good.
about?
So the Planetary, the organization is they're billed as the secret archaeologists of the world, and every issue. I mean, there's a bigger overall story, obviously, but every issue is basically this team of superheroes, for lack of a better word, superpowered people going out and finding the weird things of the world. So they at one point they go to like Monster Island. They meet Batman at some point. It's an awesome series.
We'll have to,
So you're
we'll have
saying
to do
it's
that one then if
Indiana
it's that good.
Jokers?
It'd be awesome.
In Smallville, an interpretation of the Joker made his debut in Smallville, Alien #3. He is a parallel universe counterpart to Batman and incorporates the element of the crime syndicate Owlman. So this was interesting because we did this on the channel and I've read the Smallville series. This one basically is the Batman who laughs. That's what he was. That's how they portrayed him in the book.
Right.
Nice.
Way before Scott Snyder came up with the Batman who
Yeah.
laughs.
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe he got inspiration from this then.
maybe. Because they definitely didn't go deep into this. It was just like, oh, look. It's
Yeah.
a Joker that looks like Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Joker is seen mocking one of Arkham's psychiatrists, earning him a dose of medication. He's then mutated into a King Cobra.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry. Read that again.
He's then mutated into a King Cobra. And despite
okay.
almost killing Batman, he's knocked down by Donatello.
Well,
Good old
obviously.
Donnie.
Why a King Cobra?
No idea.
In the Batman Who Laughs, he's killed because Batman kills him and then
Yeah.
the poison releases. In a Batman White Knight, it's discovered that he's actually Jack Napier, two personalities
From
in one.
1999 Batman.
Both of those are on here, and we've discussed both of those in length.
Let's discuss them more.
Carnage teams up with the Joker in Spider-Man and Batman Disordered Minds. I don't remember that combo.
I don't know that one.
Yeah. In the Batman and the Incredible Hulk, Monster and a Madman, Shaper of Worlds loses control of his powers after passing through a unique field of radiation. He makes contact with the Joker to steal gamma ray equipment from Wayne Enterprises to treat his condition. Yeah. Despite the intervention of the Hulk, the Joker manages to escape with the equipment by tricking the Hulk into fighting Batman. The stolen ray proves ineffective, but the exposure to the Hulk's unique gamma radiation cures the Shaper instead. As a part of the deal with the Joker, the Shaper agrees to make the Joker's dreams real, but Batman and the Hulk are able to trick him into overloading his ability to dream.
Yeah.
That sounds like a very complex plot for a Hulk storyline.
Yeah, you lost me after the first sentence.
I haven't been listening for 20 minutes.
And in Batman, Captain America, Red Skull hires the Joker to steal an atomic bomb during World War II.
Yep. I do own that issue, actually. I have that comic. Sitting at home right now.
And there you have it. A whole bunch of stuff that is going on the channel.
You just got a preview for the next couple months of Comicstorian.
It's all Joker all the time.
Yeah. Oh, we'll put them all out in October, and we'll call it Joketober.
Our chat mentioned Emperor Joker. Emperor Joker is technically in canon. That's when he got the powers of Mixopitalik and turn Batman into a dog or Superman into a dog or something. Yeah. That's technically in canon. That's not an alternate version of the Joker.
Well, based on Elseworlds, I assume Batman would get the powers of Batmite.
Obviously.
Isn't that how they stopped him? No.
I don't remember.
No, so basically he was torturing Superman, I thought. No, Joker was torturing Batman. Superman convinced Joker that it's no fun because he's won. So he gives up the powers.
That's fair.
That's basically what it boils down to.
Makes sense.
Joker would definitely give up powers because things got
boring.
They got boring
Yeah.
for him. That's what it was. And Superman convinces him of that. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff that happens to get to that point, but he convinces him of that, and so he kind of gives it all up.
Makes sense to me.
Future's End Joker. We don't talk about the one where the Joker. First off, that's in proper canon. I don't know. It's in a timeline. But yes, do you know the Future's End Joker? Basically, Batman has the Joker's head.
Melded to him from Omega.
And like they're like some assassin
OMAC.
for OMAC.
Yeah.
So it's Harry Potter, the first movie.
Because then because when Carrie goes back to
his
Batman
face?
Beyond, his actual Batman Beyond timeline,
Yeah.
he sees him again, and then it turns out it wasn't Batman
I need
because
to see
Batman's
this.
alive because they tried to fix Batman Beyond.
They're both their heads are in the body.
Yeah,
They
it's pretty
rotate
funny.
it. Like that. Bruce is on the backside. There it is. You can see the hair sticking out.
That is weird.
Yeah, it's pretty strange.
That's okay.
But it is not an alternate
exists.
universe. It's technically a possible future.
It is technically a
here you
canon
go.
alternate timeline that was fixed.
That's the same font we use. Comica Access. I sometimes watch other videos and go, "Oh, I know that font."
I think we just need to make a video in general on
weirdo.
the travesty of Future's End. Just all the stupid shit they did.
want to hear about a storyline that sucks?
I think that would make a great video. The worst storyline DC ever tried.
And it's just New 52.
No, New 52 was good.
I actually liked some of New 52, but then again, I also started reading at
Some
New 52
of New 52 was
because I
good.
didn't. Well,
It's
'cause
about
I didn't have
50-50.
anything to compare
that's
against
fair.
as well. So.
It's about 50-50.
So, all right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Comics Experiment, in which we discuss the alternate versions of the Joker. Dan, go through our list of sponsors. See if you remember them all.
Yes, our first sponsor was Honey, where you can go to
Yes, darling.
joinhoney.com/RNDE and get honey for free. We also are sponsored by G Fuel. Use comics at checkout for 10% off. We're sponsored by our Twitch subs over at twitch.tv/Comicstorian, where we record this live every Thursday at about 2 p.m. Eastern. We also record things on Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern and Absolute Comics on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. Eastern, I believe.
Yep.
We are also sponsored by our Patreons over on patreon.com/Comicstorian, where for $2 you get access to early access content, podcasts, and other great stuff. And we are also sponsored by me, because I'm here and I can't remember if we have any more people.
Thank you guys for enjoying this. The D&D show will be back very soon, and we are about to do some more fun recordings here that will, at the bare minimum, make it to Patreon. We're going to do a live audio recording of Rick and Morty the comic. So if you're here live, I hope you enjoy it. If you're watching this on YouTube or listening to the audio, you missed out on the fun. Don't forget to check us out on Twitch or check out our Patreon. And we'll see you guys next time right here at Comics Experiment.